welcome to my channel. I am excited to share a journal with you. It's a quilt journal that I have made along with an Ideals magazine, an Easter edition. I will be giving away these two items, and I'll do the flip through of the journal and of the magazine, and stay till the end to see how you could win the giveaway for this journal and the Ideals magazine. So first of all, I bought this quilt from a thrift store and just loved the roses and thought I need to make some journals out of this. So let's go through. I attached the sari silk ribbon to a doily, a crochet doily that can come on or stay on, can come on or off, and it just ties. But if you don't want it on there, you could set it aside and you could take the ribbon out of the doily if you're not sure about the doily. Some people like them, some people not so much. Okay, so this tag that I made will also come with the journal with an envelope full of ephemera. So let's do a quick flip through and let me show you what you could win. And I was really inspired by, I don't know if you watch Amy Freeman from Flossie Mae Cottage. I was inspired to make this journal because of her. She does beautiful quilt journals, and I love how she does this on her material pages and stuff. So that's who I was inspired by. If you haven't seen her videos, you'll have to go over and catch them. This is a printable of mine, and it's a Polaroid, and the back you can journal on, and the butterfly's little wings come up. So it's a journaling card / Polaroid. And this is just a little collage page. And so this is in the front pocket. And this was a vintage pillowcase that I cut and just attached all these pretty items to it. And I love it says forever and evermore. This is another one of my printables that I printed on tracing paper. This is avocado dyed paper. And I just tied some ribbons on the end and rickrack. This is a printable of mine. I think this is from a Wilton cake book. And some just material in there. That's vintage material. And this I did some spackling on a receipt. A vintage bridge score pad, freezer paper, and this is actual vintage address book page, and you'll see towards the back where there's writing on it. So it's the original. This is just a little tuck spot, and it says always wear a smile, and then it has a little rose there. More printables of mine. This is funny. I just noticed that this old dictionary, the top says nitwit. That wasn't planned, but it's funny when we get little surprises like that. Just an embossed page. I believe this is avocado dyed. And some vintage notebook page. And some pretty crochet. And an old receipt. And then this is the other side of that little address book thing. But this actually has a date on it, so maybe it's not an address page. But it says March 1949. original handwritten page. This is a coffee dyed page. And then I just added some unique buttons. This one's a little flower, and this one's just a little unique button. We have some lace that has flowers on it. And that one says March 1949. More embossed paper, the other side of that. This is some wallpaper. The other side of that material. And the avocado dye paper. And I like what I have in this pocket. And so what I think I'll do, anyhow, I think this is really sweet. And I turned that into a little journaling card and put like a little stamp on the bottom. And so this tag will also be in that pocket. And this is just one of my Polaroids. I like how that will be just sticking up out of there with the little rose on it. Okay, and now we'll do the flip through the Ideals magazine. I love using Ideals in my journals, and this one is actually a new one that was originally $11.99, and I found it at Ollie's. And there's a glare, but there won't be when we go to the next page. And I think I'll adjust my camera so you could see the whole page here. Okay, the camera's been adjusted. And I'll just do a quick flip through here. I love using some of these full pages as the center of my signatures. I just love using any Ideals pages in my journals. And I thought this was great because it was an Easter theme. And you could cut smaller things out, like you could cut that and turn that into a journal tag. Love that. And we'll just do the quick flip through. This would be great turned into a tag, and you could have the rains of spring. And so maybe that's what I'll do in my envelope with ephemera. I'll use things from the Ideals magazine. I have another one that I bought. I was happy to find them. I didn't even know that they still are out. I just usually look for vintage ones. These eggs you could cut up and use in your journals. Oh, what a fun bright page this would be in the middle of an Easter journal. Church. Love it. Look at all those tulips. And I believe there was a beautiful church in here too. Love that scene there. Look at that church. Isn't that beautiful? Abide with me. So this is full of all kinds of things. Love this, the dogwood tree. Oh my goodness, that would be beautiful. The bunny, oh look at that. So I just thought this was a beautiful magazine and wanted to share. And usually this page is pretty too, with the hummingbirds. And then like even this could be cut out and used as a journaling card. So you can you have a chance to win 2 items. So I'll be doing 2 separate drawings, one for the journal and one for the Ideals magazine. And I'll be doing the drawing on Sunday at 8 p.m., not this Sunday, March 22nd. So you have a little over a week. And all that I'm asking you to do is, let me move this because of the glare. All that I'm asking you to do is subscribe to my channel and write in the comment section how you found me and what you have watched in the past that you've liked of mine that I've made. Because I do little golden books, I do quilt journals. So tell me your favorite video that you've seen of mine. So all you gotta do is subscribe and tell me your favorite video or favorite item that I have made. And you have to be a U.S. citizen. And so, like I said, the drawing will be on Sunday, March 22nd. I will post the rules below so you could read over them. And you have until March 29th. You have a week to claim it. If you don't claim either the Ideals magazine or the journal, I will do a new drawing for the new winner. Okay, thanks for coming to my channel, and I'm getting excited, and I'm almost at 1,700 subscribers. So I'm hoping I will reach that. So please subscribe and follow along with my journal journey. All right, have a great day.